story, Wishbone? What's this you're dreaming of? Such big imagination on such a little part. What's the story, Wishbone? Do you think it's worth a look? It kinda seems familiar, like the story from a book. Shake a leg now, Wishbone. Let's wag another tail. Sniffing out adventure with Wishbone on the trail. Come on, Wishbone. What's the story, Wishbone? What's the story, Wishbone? What's the story, Wishbone? What's the story, Wishbone?
Sam, can you get that?
Sure. Tell him I'm not home.
Pepper Pete's Pizza Parlor. How may I help you? We're open till 9. You're welcome.
Sure, what's that?
Thanks, Dan. Hey, Wishbone.
Huh?
Fetch the mail, boy.
What? Oh, sure. Send a cute little dog to do a man's job. Here you go.
Good job.
You know, I have a bone to pick with people. They have the wrong idea about fetching.
Today on Training Your Human, lesson number 5, fetching.
Never, ever, ever ask a dog to fetch what you can fetch yourself.
There she is. Yes, Sarah Johnson. Do you think she's going to the dance with anyone after the game tonight?
What did you ask her, Joe?
Me? Sure. Captain of the basketball team with the captain of the track team. Yeah, right. She's way out of my league. Sarah Johnson, Joe. Think about it.
Yeah, and after we win the district trophy, you can put it in the trophy case, right next to her medal for the 100-yard dash.
I wouldn't know what to say to her.
You guys are hopeless. There's only one way to get two people together. Just be yourself. Or get the loyal dog to fetch her for you.
So, you are going to the dance tonight?
Yeah?
Well, you are gonna go with me, right?
No, I'm gonna go alone. Sorry. Thanks.
No one can resist the poor injured dog routine. She'll check out my dog tags, see I belong to Joe, take him his poor injured dog, and then he can ask her to the dance. Oh. Hi, my name is Wishbone, and my owner is Joe, and Hey!
Did you have any problems picking up my uncle's gear?
Your uncle said he needed an extension cord for the mixing board, Sarah.
Hey, look at me! I'm injured here! Ooh, look at me! I'm injured here! Ooh.
Well, I'll just pick one up at the hardware store. Could you hang on to these? I'll meet you back here in 10 minutes, okay, David?
Hey, guys. Aren't you gonna eat your pizza? You know, there's nothing worse than cold pepperoni.
Looks like David knows what to say to her.
Come on, Joe. Ask her.
Hey, David. Let me help you with that.
Thanks.
I was wondering, since you'll be helping Sarah and her uncle set up, can you tell Sarah I want to go to the dance with her?
Why don't you ask her?
I just can't.
Oh, give me another chance, Joe. I was a little off then, but I'm ready now.
Please, David?
Okay, sure. I'll ask her for you. What are friends for, right?
Great. I'll catch up with you after practice, okay?
I don't know, Joe. Problems can happen when you ask someone to do something that you should do yourself. I know just how you feel, David. John Alden had a similar predicament in The Courtship of Miles Standish. Written in 1858 by American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, The Courtship of Miles Standish is a narrative poem. A narrative poem doesn't necessarily rhyme, but it has a good beat and it tells a story. In 1621, the Pilgrims had made it through their first winter on Plymouth Plantation. Determined to make a life in this strange new land, they relied on their own resources. Miles Standish, the captain of the Plymouth Army, was brave when it came to fighting. But he wasn't very brave when it came to approaching one special girl named Priscilla. He looked for inspiration from his hero, Julius Caesar, and sought advice from his best friend, John Alden, who was also captivated by Priscilla. But just the thought of telling her so made him tongue-tied. Instead, John wrote about her to his family and friends back in England.
You are a writer, and I am a fighter. But Caesar was a fellow who could both write and fight. Truly wonderful man. Since my wife, Rose Standish, died, my life has been weary and dreary. Oft in my lonely hours, I have thought of the maiden Priscilla. She is alone in the world. Her father and mother and brother died in the winter together. She holds in my desolate life the place which the other abandoned.
Yes, she is patient, courageous, and strong. Ah, if ever there were angels on earth, as there are angels in heaven.
Long have I cherished the thought of marriage with Priscilla, but never dared reveal it, being a coward in love. Though brave enough for the most part. Go to the damsel Priscilla.
What, me?
Say that a blunt old captain, a man not of words, but of actions, offers his hand and his heart. The hand and heart of a soldier.
Such a message as that, I am sure I should mangle and mar it. You must do it yourself. You must not leave it to others.
I can march up to a fortress and order their surrender. But march up to a woman with such a proposal, I dare not. Surely you cannot deny me that which I ask in the name of friendship.
The name of friendship is sacred. I have not the power to deny you. Ooh, scratchies.
I love your dog, David.
My dog?
His dog? Better check out the tag, Sarah.
Wishbone. What a cute name.
Oh, no. You can't sweet-talk me. I am staying rooted to this spot until David convinces Sarah to go to the dance with Joe, and nothing is going to take my mind off of accomplishing that. Well, it's not gonna move in buttons.
It must be so cool to have a DJ for an uncle.
Yeah, I'd like to be a DJ someday. I think it'd be really fun to work in radio.
Really?
David, don't forget about Joe.
Hey, Wishbone. This is really Joe's dog. You know Joe Talbot, right?
Ah, Joe Talbot. Just what I wanted to hear. Now ask her, David.
Yeah, sure, he's on the basketball team.
Captain of the basketball team, thank you very much.
He was wondering if you wanted to go to the dance with him.
Me? No, I'm not going to dance with anyone.
This isn't working. Time to fetch a distraction. Whoops! Sounds like I fetched a problem.
Oh, no, Wishbone, what are you doing? The board must have short-circuited. That's okay, I can fix it.
I don't think the whole thing needs to be rewired. See, it's just the master fader.
You're right. I've got all the tools we need to fix it in my garage.
Let's go.
No matter how hard you try, sometimes things just don't go according to plan.
Wishbone.
I don't want the cookie. I don't want the cookie.
Wishbone, come and get it.
All right, I want the cookie. I want the cookie. Oh, come on, Emily. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's a trick. It's a trick. I know it's a trick. This is so embarrassing. No, 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 no. I knew it. That cookie had her name written all over it. Oh, Joe, did you see that?
Joe. Later. Come on, Wishbone. I'll be right back.
Joe, wait up!
What?
I'm sorry.
Skip it.
I asked her for you, but she wants to go alone.
Oh, right. Some friend you are.
But Joe, he did ask her. Really? Oh, this is just like John Alden's failed proposal.
I knew it was you when I heard your step. For I was thinking of you as I knelt here singing.
You like him?
I've been thinking all day of the hedgerows of England. They are in blossom now, and the country is all like a garden. You will say it is wrong, but I cannot help it. I almost wished myself back in old England. It feels so lonely and wretched.
Your heart is tender and trusting, and needs a stronger one to lean on. So I have come to you now with an offer and proffer of marriage made by a good man and true, Miles Standish, the captain of Plymouth.
If the great captain of Plymouth is so eager to wed me, why does he not come himself and take the trouble to woo me?
If
I am not worth the wooing, I am surely not worth the winning.
Well, any woman in Plymouth, nay, any woman in England, might be happy and proud to be called the wife of Miles Standish.
Why don't you speak for yourself, John?
Yeah. And so she wanted to know if I liked her.
John Alden, you have betrayed me, as Brutus betrayed Caesar.
Well, not technically. See, the thing is,
Tu, Brute?
Ooh.
Brutus was Caesar's friend, and you were mine. Oh, woe be to the name of friendship hereafter.
But Captain Standish, you see...
Henceforward, let there be nothing between us but war and implacable hatred.
When Standish left for battle, John Alden felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. He didn't know how to save this friendship.
I'll be right back.
You know, Joe, sharing a pizza always makes me feel better. Sam!
You hardly even know her. And it's as if you expect her to marry you or something.
David was supposed to ask her for me. Obviously, he had other ideas.
He did ask her. I was there. Hey, why don't you ask Sam? She'd be a great date, and you already know her. And her dad owns a pizza parlor.
Sarah's been working on the equipment with David all afternoon. I bet they just have a lot in common, you know? You can go alone. A lot of us are.
Now, there's an idea. Sam, She's so smart, so sensible. Her dad owns a pizza parlor.
All the guys are expecting me to go with Sarah. Now she's gonna show up with my best friend. My ex-best friend.
Ex-best friend? Joe? Trust the dog. The dog knows when to fetch the best friend of the dog's best friend. Wait a minute. The dog knows when to fetch the friend of the best... Well, trust me. Watch my subtle technique.
I totally let him down. I was supposed to get Sarah to go to the dance with him, and I blew it.
Were you really supposed to get her to go with him? Or just ask her to go with him?
Just ask her, I guess.
And you ask her?
Yeah. But she wasn't even interested. And we started talking about gear and...
And you two totally hit it off.
And now Joe hates my guts.
Joe doesn't hate you. Hey, let's go talk to him.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I really like Sarah. But I don't want to stop being friends with Joe.
And there's no need to. Let's go talk to him.
Well, maybe you won't have to choose.
I could try to talk to Joe again.
Bingo! A well-placed paw and a kind word. This is how we fetch a friend.
Now, that sounds like a plan.
That's right, David. Sometimes you just have to make the best of a bad situation. And that reminds me. John Alden had a difficult choice as the Mayflower was preparing to sail for England. Because he'd let down Miles Standish, John felt uncertain about his rightful place. Maybe he wasn't a faithful enough pilgrim. Maybe he wasn't worthy of this new land. Maybe he should return to England. Yonder snow-white cloud that floats in the ether above me seems like a hand that is pointing and beckoning over the ocean. Should I go? Should I stay? Go? Stay? There is another hand that is not so ghost-like, holding me, drawing me back, and clasping mine for protection. I must stay. There is no land so sacred, no air so pure and so wholesome as is the air she breathes, and the soil that is pressed by her footsteps. Here, for her sake, will I stay, and like an invisible presence, hover around her forever, protecting her. Good day, Priscilla. May I join you?
Our captain has been gone a long time now.
He was quite angered, I must say. Oh, how I have suffered with guilt since his departure. I was even determined to sail on the Mayflower. But I have remained, for your sake.
I have liked to be with you, to see you, to speak with you always. Your friendship means much more to me than all the love Captain Standish could give. Were he twice the hero you think him?
Of all who offer you friendship, let me ever be the first, the truest, the nearest, and the dearest. John Alden decided to build a permanent home for himself in Plymouth. A home as sturdy as the place Priscilla held in his heart. Now that is what I call a home. What do you think?
Focus, Talbot, focus.
Hey, if your love life was in turmoil, you'd be a little off too.
Another basket for Panther number 41, Mark Anderson. That's the end of the first quarter.
Hey, David, can I give it a shot? Well, you just read the players' numbers and stats off the sheet, right? Come on, let me try a couple.
Well, okay. Just remember, we're not supposed to interfere with the game.
Okay, we're back with the second quarter. Panthers leading 20-15. Around Anderson like a stick of butter in a hot frying pan.
Attaboy Joe! Attagirl Sarah! She sure can turn a phrase, can't she? I admire that in a person.
I'm not supposed to say so much.
Oh, a bulldog turnover. Talbot is called for traveling.
Don't worry about it, Joe. Everyone bumbles things now and then. John Alden bumbled Miles Standish's bid for marriage, but life went on as usual in Plymouth. Alden worked hard as the village cooper. Cooper, that's a barrel maker. He also made wash tubs and wooden pails for the entire colony. The barrels also came in handy as chairs.
Our brave Captain Standish fearlessly led his men into battle where he defeated the Indians, Bexuat and Watamamot. However, it is with pain and deep regret I must tell you, Miles Standish has been slain by a poison arrow, shot down in another fierce battle with the enemy.
No. It can't be true. Not my friend. There are so many things left unsaid. Priscilla and John mourned the death of their friend, Miles Standish. And, as with all things near and dear to his heart, John wrote his thoughts in many letters over many months. As time passed, the weeds of grief healed, and the bloom of John and Priscilla's love grew. They were married that fall. Then, they received an unexpected wedding guest. You're alive!
Captain Standish.
We thought you'd been killed in battle.
No. I heard those rumors myself. Forgive me. I have been angry and hurt. Too long have I indulged the feeling. Mine is a hot blood, sensitive and swift to anger, but just as swift in atoning for error. Never so much as now was Miles Standish the friend of John Alden.
Let all be forgotten between us, all save the dear old friendship, and that shall grow older and dearer.
Best wishes on your wedding day. I should have remembered the saying that if you would be well served, you must serve yourself.
Game, Joe.
I taught him all my best jumps.
Thanks. Yeah, he was like a stick of butter in a frying pan.
A hot frying pan.
Well, if you're that hot, must be thirsty.
Come on, guys, let's get some pizza.
Sam, I thought you'd never ask.
See you later.
Hey, David.
Look, I'm really sorry about Sarah.
Well, I hate to admit it, but you two do seem to have a lot in common. I'm sorry I got so upset. That's just dumb. If I wanted to go with her, I should have asked her myself. She still would have said no. Friends?
Friends.
Hey, good game.
Thanks.
She was going to go with me, but she said she'd be too busy helping out her uncle.
Uh-huh.
Well, if this isn't a sorry-looking twosome. Hey, guys, look what I fetched. Something to take your mind off your heartbreak?
Whose ball is this? Who cares? As long as it bounces.
How about a game of horse?
You're on.
Yep, you can always count on the dog to fetch something you didn't even know you needed. And this concludes our lesson on fetching. Oh, ladies, who wants to dance with a mascot?